Good. Jesus. Let me clear my throat. How is everyone doing? You right there. There we go. How's everybody doing out there on this beautiful Sunday morning here in the Philippines? I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but it's beautiful here. But overcast, cloudy with a chance of rain to be expected. We are coming out of the rainy season down here on Siargao Island, and we are getting more days of sun than we are rain, and I'm happy for that. What a rough rainy season it was. And I was told this wasn't really that bad down here, but yeah. Heading over to General Luna tomorrow. We can stay around today. All the everybody's out of school, so they've been out in the garden, and they've been digging up and tearing up and building the garden and getting that ready. And I'm talking about from when they get up, like they are out there. Take a break in the afternoon when it gets too hot, but got to get that all done. Got to get it done. Gina, how are you doing? Mike, good morning, Mike. How are you? How are things up in Angeles City? Bruce, hello, Bruce. You're doing well. Looks like Brian is going to be late again. Yeah, late. I'm only late a couple minutes. That's pretty damn good. Living in the Philippines, right? John Benjamin, howdy. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining. Slick Rick SF. How are you? Dylan Banks, hello, my friend. Hello, sir. Ricky USA. How is Ricky USA? When are you coming back? I know you plan to come back, and I know you had things you had to take care of back in the States. I hope everything's going well. But I do know you will be back. Slick Rick's from San Francisco, California. Never, ever in all my years of living in the United States, never been to San Francisco. Never been to California, period. Furthest west I was living in the States. Let me see, I went down to Mexico. I guess you could say that's kind of west, right? But in the States itself, Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. That's the furthest west I've ever been. BBQ pork and beef teriyaki, good morning. You're in North Korea? Good morning from, how do you say that? Pyongyang, North Korea. It's 10 a.m. here. North Korea. I wonder, what are you doing in North Korea? Vacation? Business? Want to hang out with Kim Jong-un? Yeah. Well, good luck in North Korea. Hope you have a good time, and I hope you get out of North Korea, right? Angeles never changes. Come on, Mike. It changes. It changes from week to week, from day to day, from month to month. There's always something changing, right? Eric, new subscriber. Eric from New Orleans. Thank you, Eric, for subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. I did look like, since I wasn't really doing a lot of videos for the past couple months here and there and here and there, my subscriber count, new subscribers coming on went down. It's part of the game. I know there's people out there that are YouTubers that, hey, it's all about subscribers. Guys, it's not about subscribers. It's about views. Money comes with views. However, the video I did about removing my sister-in-law went very well. Went very well. A lot of, I would say, 98% positive comments. Of course, you will never please everybody. It's just the way it is. You could do a video about beautiful puppies running around and how cute they are, and you're still going to get, that's a stupid video. That's this, that's that. But yeah, I did pick up a lot, and thank you. If you're new to the channel, thank you for jumping on, and I hope you learned something. Different life here where I'm at now than where I was over, almost 8 years up in Luzon. Different outlook on the Philippines, different environment. That's why people watch channels, right? You know, they get something out of it. So yeah, welcome. Alan Hauser, looking good, sir. Thank you. I feel better. I feel better. I feel healthier. Mitch Bromwell, thank you, sir, for the super sticker. Feel healthier, feel better. If I was stressed out and followed the advice from people, never move close to your relatives, never do this, never do that. Why? The number one rule, who comes up with these rules? We always hear horror stories, horror stories. If you've been following me for a long time, I used to have these black eyes underneath here, all right? I left an area where you had the best of everything, right? Malls and airports and food and stores and this and that. Man, it didn't want to be there. It was stressful. I dealt with it because, well, those that followed know. Our daughter was in school and everything. So I guess if you break the rules, maybe you'll feel healthier and better. You know what I mean? Pedro, hello, Pedro from Los Angeles. Victor C., how are you doing, sir? Thanks for joining. Wow, you don't know what you're missing, Brian. Mark Davis, how you doing, Mark? Mark from CDO. Mark knows what it's like living in the provinces and stuff. Subscriber, leaves really positive, good comments. CDO, you know what, Mark? I have a friend I went to high school with, met a Filipino. K1 visited her over to America. They got married, living in America. She got like a degree in nursing. And they recently, I would say within the past year, moved here to the Philippines. They're down in the CDO area. They love it. They love it. So, yeah. Good morning, Brian, Bob. Good morning, sir. Michael Papalini, Philadelphia checking in, and we are getting a storm tomorrow. Phillies are in spring training. Yes, I see it, Michael. Michael, it's evening here, 6 o'clock in the evening. I will turn on Philadelphia. Good Morning Philadelphia with Mike Jarrett, Big Susario, Bob Kelly. Who else is all? Karen. You know the whole crew. So yes, I watch Philadelphia news like every day just to see what's going on. Well, earthquake, guys, earthquake. You're catching it live. I don't know if my camera's shaking. There's a little one. This one's still shaking a little bit. There it is, guys. You just caught a live earthquake here in the Philippines. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. It's normal down here. I've experienced more earthquakes down here in Siargao Island, Mindanao, than I did the whole time I was up in Luzon. And I haven't been here a year. June will be a year coming up. And honest to God, and we've had some rattlers. We've had some rattlers that actually wake me up in the night. Yeah, that's shake, rattle, and roll, baby, huh? But yes, Philadelphia. And Michael, I'm sure you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I'm not. Please don't unsubscribe to my channel because I'm a Cowboys fan. All right. I am a Flyers fan, a Sixers fan, and a Phillies fan. Please don't unsubscribe and hate me. All right. I'm watching from Knoxville, Tennessee. Al Lewis, thank you for joining. Watching from Quezon City, Gary C. And I have another guy I work with, a lieutenant. He retired, met a Filipino girl, and it is in Quezon City. A lot less dancing girls in the province than in AC. You're correct, Bruce. You're correct. There is, now guys, don't get me wrong. Like, there's no bars you go into. Walk in, hey, let me bar find that girl. You know, they shine the green light at her. She comes down, and they don't have that here. However, talking to people, there are girls here looking for foreigners, looking for maybe just a date, maybe just a good time, maybe to go out drinking, maybe, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. There's a lot of young guys down here, young studs, right? You don't see too many old guys here. You see them. You do see them. There are older guys, my age and older, that I've seen here, and I've seen them around. And I know they're not visiting because I've seen them off and on throughout almost a year here. So yeah, but yeah, you don't have those kind of bars here. Bob says, I'm loving your new videos, enjoying these better than Angela's. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, sir. Shaking. Yes, the camera was shaking. Wow, yes. Yeah, your camera was shaking. Yeah, I wasn't kidding you guys, man. I didn't make that up. No, I like the Eagles, but a Pittsburgh fan, Pittsburgh Steeler fan. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are Pittsburgh Steeler fans that also, you know, live in the Philadelphia area and stuff. And I have a few that I work with that were Cowboys fans. It was always a weird feeling when the ground started shaking. Went through quite a few when I was stationed at Clark. It is a weird feeling. On the East Coast of the United States, one time we had an earthquake. We felt it. And that was a weird one. That was actually a really good one too. I think it even cracked the Washington. Is it the Washington Monument? The big tall one goes straight up in Washington D.C. I think it even cracked that. Not to where it cracked and crumbled and fell down, but after assessing, I think they said there was a crack in it. Yeah. So. All right, we are 13 minutes, and I'm waiting for Lut to bring my coffee up. Where? There. I hit the table so hard I muted my own mic. Where is she? Damn it! Where's my woman? I guess. Before I continue on, I want to promote one channel, guys. One channel. I came across their channel. I will copy and I will paste this channel in the room. Guys, go check them out. All right. James and Karen Adventures. I like their channel. I like what they're doing. I think he told me they're in around Boracay or something, but they're north. They're not in the touristy area. They're north. They built land. They're building their house on their land. I think he was a farmer from Missouri. Younger guy. When I mean younger, not old. What I mean, not old. It's not 65 or older. If there's anything wrong with getting old, we all get old. And he's like setting up a little farm, but like he's very knowledgeable when it comes to farming. And they're great. I enjoy watching their channel. If you're into that and you like watching that, that's what I like watching. I like watching people's lives and
how they're coming to the Philippines, how they're establishing themselves, how they're adapting to the Philippines and their environment. And, they're not living in condos, they're not going to the big cities and hanging out. And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, check them out. I think I enjoy their channel. I really do. And maybe you will, maybe you won't, but give it a try. But yeah, anyways, before I go on, this isn't going to be a video of trashing other people and their thoughts and what they think and stuff like that. Everybody has their own thoughts. Everybody has their own thinking. However, I may go off course time or two, and I'll have to reel myself in. But the topic, and the topic, about the foreigner being the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. And my thoughts. And my thoughts on, get off your high horse. People, your audio is acting up. All right. Maybe I disconnected something. Anybody else? Can anybody hear me? Let me shoot over here quick. All right. Maybe it could be on your end. If everybody tells me it's my end, then okay, I'll check. But let's talk a little bit about this. I put a survey out. I don't even know what my survey. Yes, can hear you. Let me check my survey that I put out. Where are we at here? If I can get to my home page here and let me bring this up. I put a survey. The survey says, hang on one second here. My coffee is here and my water. Did they bring it up, Lee? Where's it at, Lee? Oh, thank you. All right. All right. Coffee has arrived. Water has arrived. All right, hang on. Let me bring the survey up here. Not as clear as it was a few minutes ago. Maybe unmute. I said I hit my table and it kicked off. Let me bring up my little survey. The survey. Is the Filipino the catch prize or is the foreigner the catch prize? All right. 465 people voted. 29% said the Filipino. The 71% said the foreigner. 19 people left comments. I think some people say my husband is the prize. I appreciate and love him. Filipina, there's no dependent families asking for handouts. We are both trash. I love some of the comments, right? Some of the comments. Get organized. John Day says get organized. Hey, sorry, this isn't an organized TV show where I have a camera crew and I have an audio crew and I have all the other fun stuff. So John Day says he's out of here basically and take all day. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. My bad, John. Take all day. Thank you, John. I don't have all that. Things happen. Hey, we might have a brownout. We can't control that. But you're right. You're right. Retired crypto hunter. The Filipina is the catchback in the U.S. But the APAM is the catch in the Philippines. I tried to take a survey, but it was out of stock, sir. All right. Let's look at it. What brought you here? What brought you to the Philippines? And if you're not here, what's bringing you here? You're looking for a beautiful Filipino woman, right? That's what you're looking for. How did I learn about the Philippines? I work with guys. Um, I work with guys, and not a bunch, but a few. And one of the good friends of mine, he got himself a beautiful Filipina, brought her back to the States. He said, "Hey, a beautiful woman." And this guy was never married, never married. And he was a fairly young guy, good looking. I worked with him in Department of Corrections, healthy, strong, nice guy. Uh, had a had a nice house, nice cars. He established himself before he went out and found himself a wife. And he's like, "Nah, I'm not, don't particularly care for the women in the States." And like I said, he wasn't old. I think when he got married, he might have been in his mid 30s. All right. Brought her to the States, uh, had a child, uh, retired, traveled around the States in a motorhome with his wife and kid, had a great time. Um, and then I found out, matter of fact, he came over here and I met him, hung out with him. Um, 5.1. Cool. Yeah. Um, and then I found out they divorced. Like, what? You guys seem like the perfect couple. All right. She was good looking. She wasn't a young Filipina he brought over. If I were to probably guess, mid to late 20s. And like I said, he was in his mid to late 30s. There wasn't a huge age gap there. But I didn't ask. I don't know what happened. But why do we come here? To meet beautiful women. We're looking for a prize, right? We're looking for the prize. We're looking for that girl. All right. She's looking for the prize. Uh, Real catch here is the red horse, Lambong. Uh, but weren't you riding high on the horse when you first came to the Philippines? Of course, Jim. It's all new. It's exciting. What I mean riding high on the high horse is these foreigners that think that they are the ultimate catch and the prize. Narcissistic control freaks is how I label them. All right. If here, if you're such a prize, all right, go over to your mirror. All right. Now maybe some of you might get scared when you do this. All right. Over to your mirror. Get naked. Matter of fact, let me get naked. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want everybody to leave, right? Look at yourself. Start from your head. You might be balding, right? You might be losing your hair like me. You might be gray. You might be dyeing your hair because you want to look young like a stud. All right. You might have black eyes. Well, mine are gone. All right. You might have a bobbly turkey neck. Right. Lift up your arms and smell. You might stink. All right. Look at your belly. Is your belly big? Is it hanging down? And the reason I tell you, go to your mirror is because some people's bellies are so big, they can't even see their winger. Right. All right. So what makes you such a great prize when it comes to appearance? Then look at your beautiful Filipino, long black hair, you know, nice golden brown skin, thin, Nice. Why are you such a prize? You know, but to each their own. Um, damn, Brian, now I have to buy a new mirror. Yeah, some of you may even crack a fucking mirror, bro. Uh, but why? See, people think, and they do, and they I don't even have it here. You know, this is how poor I am. I looked in my drawer. I only have 50 peso bill, right? Some people think their money makes them the prize. Here's what I got to say. If your money makes you such a great prize, all right, and when your woman says, hey, I want to go to America, or I want to go back to Canada and all that, all right, if you got this money and you love her, all right, then again, everybody's different. But you would not be the catch. You would not be the prize where you come from. She would be the prize. All right. I am interested in the cheaper living and province lifestyle in the Philippines. Canada is 30% more expensive than the US, correct? Uh, my Philippine is a pain in my ass. If that's a prize, then I won't, and I've won the lottery. Ha ha. She's a good girl. Right. We all put up with everything, right? We all put up with, no marriage is perfect. No, everybody has issues. Everybody has problems. You work it out. You got to stand your ground though sometimes, guys. As as the man of the house, you've got to stand your ground sometimes. But then you've got to um, compromise. You know what I mean? You got to compromise. Mike says, sorry, I feel he's going to have to agree to disagree partially. All right. Mike, go stand in the mirror. Get over here and get in the mirror. Bruce, I brought Vanjie here when she was 22 years old, and that was 25 years ago. She has never wandered. I picked a good one. You're right. People they do pick good ones. There it is. The age gap. She was 22. Bruce, you were 25. All right. Now, what if you were 62, 72, and she was 22? You brought her to the States. You always hear those horror stories, the horror stories. She left me. She did this. She did that. Of course. I lost my train of thought. My mind is. I'm 25 years older than her and 72 now. But here. Yes, you have the money. I got the money. I can provide a better life for her. I can provide a better life for her family in some cases. And we'll get on that. You can provide a better life financially for her, yes. But look at this. They clean your house every day. They wash your clothes. They cook your meals. They make you smile. They make you laugh. All right. They put up with you. Right? They put up with your maybe bad breath, stinky body odor. Right. You can financially take care of it. I've kind of seen, I've been doing this YouTubing for almost 10 years. I've gotten a lot of emails throughout the years, and I've sat and watched a lot of help channels throughout the year. What it is you hear what you want to hear from these help channels to suit your needs. I don't watch help channels. I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to tell you what to do, what not to do. You know, the first one I seen, and I don't like this guy at all. And I wouldn't, I'm not a keyboard warrior. And if I ever seen this dude to his face, I would flat out tell him, dude, you are the creepiest, cringiest, scummiest, disgusting expat living in the Philippines, and your advice is disgusting. But people listen to him because they're creepy also, and they want to prey on these young Filipino women also. And that person is, I'm not going to say his real name, but if you've been around long enough, you know he goes by the nickname The Frog. If I would see him in public, I would tell him you're a fucking scumbag, teaching people stuff. All right. And I came across him when I first came to the Philippines, and he was barely even here. And he's giving out all this advice. And it's like, dude, how are you giving all this advice out? You just got here. All right. Those people that know and been around for a while, oh, yeah, get here. And you know what? And people might get mad. And people might say, you know what? I'm not going to watch you, Philly. You haven't been around. You haven't seen it. All right. All right. A bachelor course on how to prey on the young province girls down at the Mercado. All right. Picking up. All right. Make sure you find yourself a brain dead Filipino girl. All right. Thank you, Bruce. You know what I'm talking about. So if you're new to his channel, you haven't been around. You have not been around. Good morning, Jason Pike. Get down to the Mercado. Find yourself a brain dead girl. A girl that has the mentality of a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old. But the birth certificate says you're 18. All right. Prey on them. Prey on them. Nah, scumbag. But if that's your hero, tells you a lot about you. Donald P. Trump has a 20-year age gap. No big deal. You know what? Here's the thing. You can live in America. You hear the older guys. Well, I've been in the dating scene, and the women don't want to have anything to do with me in this. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you got money like Elon Musk and Donald Trump, you are going to get whatever girl you want, right? You see these old bloated, like tan, like golden brown tan guys laying on a big yacht, you know what I mean? Surrounded by, 15, 20-year-old good-looking hot women. You're going to get it. All right. That has nothing to do with your looks. It all has to do with your money. But yeah, you got to watch who you're taking your advice from. How is somebody that is here less than, let's say 5 years. I always say 5 years. How are they just these great experts on everything? You know what I mean? How? They're learning. Like we're learning. It's all about learning. I'm not an expert. I'm an expert at my life, like I have always said. But yeah, how is the foreigner? And I've heard all these stories. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've heard it with my own ears living up in Sin City. All right. Tell me how the guy is such a great prize. All right. When he's, and I've heard this a lot, when he's married or has a girlfriend, he's out running around and cheating on his girlfriend. All right. And he brags about it. They brag about it. Yep, I was here and man, I picked up this girl. Oh man, wait, your girlfriend. I know your girlfriend. I know your wife. Now, don't get me wrong. If there is an agreement, I completely understand. But if you tell me, hey, we have an agreement, and I say to him, can I go ask her? No, we keep that amongst ourselves. You're fucking lying. There ain't no agreement. You're fucking lying. I get wound up when I hear this and see this. All right. So how is he such a great prize? He's banging all the girls. All right. The only prize he is the prize he gives her because it gets an STD. Mike's Philippine Journey. You sound jealous. This happens to all of us here. Unfortunately, you, Brian, you picked the first girl that showed up. Good attention. You got it right there, Mr. Mike. I'm jealous. I'm as jealous as this coffee mug is white or pink or blue, right? But how is he the prize? Don't get it. I maybe it's me. Remember, we all observe things through our own eyes, and we all take it in how we see it. All right. I've noticed. I see people here that move here. They don't have much money, but you know what? They have enough money to make themselves able to live here, and they have enough money to make the girl they're with happy, and they're happy together. You know what I mean? They're both the prize. Anyone can take poor. Yes, anyone can take advantage of poor people if you have money. Then you have what I call like the middle class expat. They're halfway decent. You know, they can afford, you know, to travel. They can afford to go here. They can afford to go there. And they're very controlling. You know what I mean? They're very controlling. They're control freaks. I think some people are giving advice to the control freaks. You know, wow, I can actually come here to the Philippines and control my good-looking hot woman. Why? Because I'm one, and there's hundreds of thousands of them out there that'll be willing to be with me, and I can control them. All right, control freaks. I think a lot of them are control freaks. Right? How are you? Then you have the ones that are well-to-do. They don't even need to live here. They can live in the States. They got the money, but they love being in the Philippines. They love being with their wife. They love helping their wife's family out the best they can do. All right. They have no problem with that. It's the control freak. So how are you the prize? All right. You met your girl. All right. And she has a child. Buffering. Unbelievable. I'm buffering. Mark Doyle, hello. Most of these old guys are instant experts in the Philippines. Yes and no. What some of these guys do, and I did it, but it's more now on YouTube than it ever was before. They'll idolize somebody. They'll take their advice, you know, to be gold. All right. And they study it. And they might start a channel, and all they're doing is saying exactly what they heard their idol say. There's so many of these great channels out. He is boiling. There's so many of these great advice channels out there, right? All they're doing is regurgitating everything, right? They're regurgitating everything. This is a regurgitated title, all right? But I only did it once because I like to voice my opinion and what I think. Right? They're just regurgitating. Why aren't these guys showing Why isn't the frog showing his everyday life? Where he's going, what he's doing, his beautiful wife, and yes, she's a beautiful woman, because you would probably see how miserable she probably is. How is the guy? How is the guy such a great prize? He finds this beautiful girl. He comes here. Uh, maybe she has a child, right? And I've seen this, right? How is he such a great prize when the guy said, I don't have anything to do with your kid. Nothing. Nothing. Wait, you and the woman is stupid enough to fall for it. I don't know. She's stupid enough or desperate enough, you know, to stay with the person. All right. How are you such a great prize? This woman gave birth to her child. She loves her child. She may have been working, all right, and she was supporting her family and her child. She may be in Manila. She may be, working somewhere. There, even here where we're at, you go into General Luna, there's a lot of women there that are Filipino. They don't live on, they're not from this island, but they can work here and support their child or their family where they come from. You know what I mean? Then you show up. Oh, and by the way, you're not working. You're not working. It's this girl, I need help for my family. And then, hey, my prize, my prize says I can't work no more and send you more money for my child or for my family. You're a good prize. Yeah, that's the prize I would love to get, right? I don't get it. And there are people out there that are like that. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've heard the stories. Got another story for you. I'll tell you right now, Filipinos, some, not all, that are with these great prizes, they can't wait till their other half, their great prize foreigner, dies. Then, yeah, they got that prize. But my old hairy ass is the ultimate prize. How you doing, Luke? I'll tell you a story right now. What's up, Philly? How's the province slave treating you? And when is Luke breaking out the team back again? This week, gonna head up there to General Luna, and I don't know. I'm gonna go lay on the beach and hang out for a day, and yeah. This woman we know, knew her, met a foreigner, all right, German guy, moved over to Germany, all right. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Somebody's breaking out some music. Hang on. Oh, now they stopped. Moved over to Germany. Beautiful woman. Very kind, very nice woman, right? Got married. Guy treated her like shit. Treated her like crap, all right? She put up with it. She put up with it. They will put up with it. Cheat on them. You can treat them like crap. You can dump on them. Put up with it. So they were married. Then he retired, came back to Luzon, Angeles City, bought a 2-lot over in Timo Residence. He bought 2 lots. All right. Built a beautiful house on the 1 lot, put a nice swimming pool in there, solar panels, built a little house also on the 2nd lot as like a little guest house, a little area to go to eat and have a party and everything like that. But he would never allow any of her friends to come over. Like, never. The guy treated her like crap. While they were in Germany, all right, the guy stank. The guy stank. He had body odor. Time out. for you crackhead. Do your thing, Mike. What do you got to do, John? Or Mike, whatever you got to do your thing. Bruce, whatever you got to do. Get body odor. I mean, he did. I mean, I even was around him sometimes and like, oh, you know, but you're surprised with the body odor. She even got him deodorant because people would tell her, you know, hey, his body odor, you know. She got him body odor and basically was like, hey, people are saying, you got body odor. You know what this scumbag did? He kicked her out of the house in her bra and panties. Like, that's a great prize. Anyways, well, going on with the story. They moved over here. They had, nice house, nice everything. One day, got this call from her, or Luke got a call. He's dead. What happened? I don't know, heart attack, stroke, whatever. And he wasn't very old. If I were to guess, mid 50s, maybe pushing 60. All right. Dead. You know what she said? Thank God that motherfucker is dead. You know what she did? All right. She didn't stay around. They had a nice car. She sold the cars. She sold the house. She sold the land. She got his retirement. I forget this and that. She moved down to the province. She bought a house. And guess what? Her whole family lives with her now because he wouldn't even let her go to her mother's own funeral. That's how big of a piece of shit he was. But hey, the foreigner's the prize, right? How are you the prize? You know, you got guys overweight, bad breath, alcoholics, don't care, climb on top of their beautiful Filipino girlfriend, breathing her nasty breath into her face, but she accepts it and she takes it, right? But you're the prize. The prize. It's my 2 cents, right? Where are we at? I know, like I said, I know people have their own thoughts on the whole thing, and it is what you believe, and there's nothing wrong with that. My thing is, I can't stand the foreigners that are these narcissistic control freaks, and there's a lot of them here. A lot of them here. You got people that I ain't sending a penny home to your family. I ain't sending a penny home to none of your family. I know you worked and you were the one sending the money down to them, but we're together. I ain't sending. You know what I'm saying? I see it more now because I'm here and I see it every day, like the dynamics of the Philippine family and how close they are. Yeah, they don't have much. Some do, some don't. But the closeness of the Philippine family is unbelievable. It's something I've never seen in my entire life. All right. But the prize now is saying, you're not working, you're not sending money down to help them out, and I'm not going to help them. How are you the prize? I'm not saying, and what I mean, like, they won't even, like, oh, hey, and I'm not talking like, oh, the Carabelle died today, they need money. Oh, this happened, they need money. This, because that's always going to happen. You know what I mean? But they won't even help at all, not even a penny. When Luke and I got together, her brother, Miguel, he was in college, and he worked his way through college. He had a scholarship and stuff. But there were certain things he couldn't afford. Like, he couldn't afford to get his certification to be a dive instructor. He was taking marine biology, and part of it was you need extra money to take a course. And I had no problem sending that to him. He needed that to advance his schooling. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. I'm not, nor will I ever be like, oh no, send money down because of this. No. My thing has always been, and Look knows this, if you're young and you're strong and you're a healthy male, get your fucking ass out there and work. Period. You're not going to be on standby. Well, I'm living here. You know what I mean? And all her, so people think, oh, Philly, you're feeding everybody. You're doing this. Nah, I'm not. Nah, the brothers all work. And they're not making much money. And it's like I had said, work. You will feel so much better, and have a little bit of extra money that you work for. You know what I'm saying? And they do. They work and they feel good that they get money. And here's the thing: when they get money, they'll keep some. Get buy their own little thing. Or most of the money goes to mom. What's mom? She goes out. She buys the rice. She goes out. She buys certain things. She takes the money. Like Lutz brothers' kids. They all go to school. All right. They need transportation every day to school and back from school. It's not free. The yellow bus isn't pulling up. All right. They give it all to mom, and she breaks all that down and has an allowance and has all that broke down. I don't do that. Now, am I stingy if I have you know, a meal and nope, nobody's eating my food? Hey, good morning, Arturo. How are you? Nobody's eating my food. It's my food. I'm the prize, right? No, I kid them. If like we went and bought some. Here's an example. Went down to the Mercado, but I'm not down there trying to stalk and find brain dead Filipinas. Bought a nice couple things of ribs, right? Threw it in a crock pot. Put some barbecue sauce. I like seeing them try new things. Some barbecue. Put that thing on low. Cooked all day. Fall off the bone ribs. You know what I mean? And I like seeing them and their face and see if they like these different foods they never tasted, right? And so I do that. They'll eat their own. Like they'll it's like they're preparing like 3 or 4 different dishes, right? Might not be a lot, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, but they all take pieces from it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's some people they just like that. Nope, you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. Yep. Maureen is a simp. Yeah, that's another thing. Simp, red pill, blue pill. What's it? Alphas, beta, Philly, you're a simp. Nah, whatever. A simp. You're a dickhead. How about that? You're an asshole. How about that? You're a narcissistic control freak. How about that? I don't know. I don't know what they. What do they come up with these names? Do these narcissistic control freaks come up with these names? You're a simp. You're a beta. You're a red pill taker. For all that shit. You know what? No. I'm a grown adult. How about that? Where are at these days children? Oh. When I think vlogging life, when I think of money I've spent in the U.S. for foolish things, I can't help the fact and can't help the family with so little. I'm okay with that. They're an awesome family. Yeah, you know what? I'm not saying if you don't have the means to go out and buy land, and, build them houses, and I've got comments. Hey, I actually went out and bought land, put a couple houses on it, so my Filipino family can live there and all. That's awesome. That's awesome that you can do that. I can't. I can't. But it's awesome that they could do something like that. Bob says the prize is the Filipino people. Barbie proved that. Yes, Filipino people are the are the prize when you're here. You know, expats for some reason, and I'm not saying all expats, but I've seen it enough where all they want to do is hang out with other expats, have a party with expats, go bar hopping with expats. That's all they want to do. Like, they don't want to involve themselves or get to even know the Filipino people. I've seen expats sit around and just talk trash about the Filipino people. They're dirty, they're poor, they're beggars, they're this or that. Then get the fuck out of the country. I know, but it won't cure the problems here. It's the Philippines. It's not a problem. The Philippines is not the problem. They've been living like this for how many years? You're the problem. Either deal with it, but they don't talk about it. But yeah, there's expats that just sit around and just, fuck off for real. You know, Billy, pardon my language, but fuck those haters. You're the man, my brother. BNYC. I'm not the man. I'm a realistic. I look at things with an open eyes. You know, where somebody sees that's disgusting and that's trash. Try to find the good in it. Right? You try to find the good in it. It's disgusting. It's trash, but they're living in poverty. They're this. But you know what? Look at them. Study them. They're smiling. They're laughing. They're having a good time. They're enjoying their life. How are you? You're miserable, talking nasty about, the Filipino and they're dirty and this. You're the miserable one, But hey, remember, you're the catch. You are the catch. Can you send me the receipt for that coffee? This is 2-in-1. This is 2-in-1. People don't like 2-in-1, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Printed 3D. Philly, I really like your videos and your life. I think it's great. Thank you, sir. I just share my life. Sometimes I talk and I've been known to get myself in trouble. But live and learn. Live and learn. Well, like I said, I share my life. I open up my life with you. Some people don't do it. Some bloggers won't do it. To me, I enjoy, like I was saying in the beginning, I enjoy seeing people and how they live and how they're adapting to the Philippines and where they're coming from and their travels and their everyday life and what they're doing and how they're doing it over somebody that's just going to, not show it. And I think some of these guys that are vloggers, they won't show their everyday life and their wife and their girlfriend or whoever, because I think the girlfriends, they're miserable. And people will see that they're miserable. And they won't be able to control them. You know what I mean? I think that's 4-in-1. 2-in-1? 4-in-1? I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. When we go to General Luna, we drink we'll drink bean coffee, but it gets looked. My wife, she can't drink a lot of it because she gets too jittery. You know what I'm saying? Better to share your life than give advice unless through example. Correct. I think that's a great statement. Like I said, I could sit there and study other vloggers. All right. I think what it is, you got some that have come over here. Like I said, been over here barely 3 years, 4 years, but they sat and they studied other vloggers, other advice vloggers, good or bad, whatever. And that's what they have in their head because they've heard it. That's what they have in their head. But I don't know if they've been told this and told this and told this, but they never experienced it. If you don't support your Filipino family, she's going to keep the legs together. That's what you guys are scared of. No, actually, Matt, that's wrong. I don't. And maybe I'm wrong, but Filipinos, for the most part, even if they don't feel good or whatever, and you want a piece of the nookie, did it all for the nookie call, the nookie call. Well, you can take that cookie, right? They're not going to deny you. All right. That's the thing. If they were to deny you, boy, the script would flip. But then again, the narcissistic control freak, the one that doesn't give a shit, that's out there cheating on their wife or girlfriend, they'll just go get it somewhere else. You know, not like in America. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving it to you. You know, listening to the guy with the rose-colored glasses. Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on, hang on. I got other glasses here. Hang on. Listening to the guy with the highway to the danger zone glasses on, right? Oh, wait, don't forget, listening to the guy with the do-rag. Do-rag looks stupid, Philly. Thank you. No, I know you're just joking. But I've heard it, you know. I've heard it. Been doing this long enough. And it just seems it has gotten better since I moved, right? Don't have the people hating because you're in Angeles City and you're telling it how it is, not sugarcoating it, telling it how it truly is. All right. My hate comments have gone down. I do have keywords in my YouTube channel that if you type it in or whatever, you're not even going to make it to the page. You're making it to the be reviewed page, right? I hear these comments and it's so entertaining to me. Like, like I've never heard that one before. Look at you this, you that, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. Like I've never heard that one before, right? But I know I know when people are joking. I know when my subscribers are ones that leave a lot of comments and stuff, and when they're joking and when they're not joking, you know, who's bashing, who's not. Bashers, bash your way out. Go over and go listen to the guy who's a narcissistic control freak and take his advice. I've been through a 5-year brainwashing of sorts before I finally came to the Philippines. Now I've been really clearing my head last year and my sub channel too much. Let me see. I never tried to act like I was God's gift to everyone. Exactly. Exactly. I think a lot of it may have to do also with how you're raised. You know, if you were raised in a family where the father disrespected the mother, alcoholic, you know, it was nothing but screaming and yelling and, you know, and disrespect and all that other crazy stuff. I think that gets built into you. Some people will make the change. They don't want a life like that. They've seen it. They've seen how it upset their mother, how it upset the family. But then you got guys that that's all they know. That's all they think because that's how they were raised. That's their mentality. That's their thinking. You know, you hear about the guys, you know, getting divorced and stuff, and my you know, or they, you know, they brought their Filipino wife over to America, and then she left me, and this and that. And I put her to school, and this and that. But they neglect to tell you how they were an alcoholic and how they treated them bad, and you know what I mean. Like they don't tell you that part. They just want to tell you how they treated the Filipinos so good and gave them a better life, and then they left, right? Lots of these creators talk about how their Filipinos care for them. Do they really care for the person, or is it to keep the foreigner around? No. The Filipino woman will take care of you. Sad to say, they will put up with a lot of shit. A lot of shit. If you, I don't know if you just came in, but um, Filipino woman, and I told the story about how she had this just miserable husband, piece of shit, and she put up with it. She put up with it. Um, I don't think it's to keep them around. I think it's in their nature. Um, that's just my thought. Forgive me for not knowing. I'm sure you shared over the years. How did you and look? LDR, yes, LDR. Let me check here, Mike, Mr. Mike. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Let me switch over. Sorry, guys, I gotta check something here real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. uh, and you guys think your Filipino only loves you for you. Well, I mean, Matthew, women will put up with husbands cheating because it's easier than begging on the street for rice to feed their kids. I don't think they're not going to. Yeah, I don't think they're going to beg on the street. However, there are Filipino women that will beg on the street to feed their kid. They will put up with, they just everybody's going to have their own thoughts and their own. Can't find it. Hang on, where are we at? What the hell? I can't find it. Why are we? Oh, wrong here. Oh, let me. That one. There we go. And you guys think your Filipino only loves you for you. Talk about deluded. Filipinos aren't taught love, they are taught survival. Yeah, I think it's a combination of love, survival. Um, tell her you're broke, you will find out if she really loves you. Matthew, there are situations out there where the foreigner doesn't have much money. They don't have much money, but they have a beautiful Filipino woman with them. They do. I just seen a video where an expat is in the Philippines here. He's broke. He's broke. He had some kind of stroke or something. All right. And no expat came to his aid to help him out. All right. You know who came to his aid and is helping him out? A Filipino family. A Filipino family came to his aid to help him. I don't even think the guy can wipe his own ass, you know, but they came to his aid. Tell me that's not a kind person. Speaking of wiping your own ass, you're going to get old. We all get old. All right. What happens when you get old and you're laying in bed? You can't get up. You can't wipe your own ass. You can't clean yourself. You're drooling. You can't feed yourself. But remember, you're the prize. You're the prize. Who's going to help you? Filipino wife and her family is going to be there for you. Her family isn't going to be, even the ones that you shunned and said, nah, I'm not going to do this. They'll be there to help you. You know why they'll be there to help you? Because you treated them like shit forever. Now they know you're close to your deathbed, and now they're going to win your prize. But who's going to be there? Your Filipino wife is going to be there. Your Filipino daughter is going to be there. They're going to be there to help you. All right? Yeah, I don't have a lot of money. We get by. We do okay. I don't have a condo. DNYC, I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue. But they'll be there. They'll be there to help you. Um, I can tell you this right now. Every single one here will be here to help me. I don't have much money, but you know what? Back to the guy that wants to not even help a Filipino's child out. I think that ranks up there right below that disgusting one that teaches guys to go prey on the barely legal brain dead girls. Um, I I wanted to give Lut's daughter Hannah Grace, my stepdaughter, a chance at life. You know, yeah, the money we send to her monthly, I could take it and I could do more traveling. I could do more things. I could buy more things, but I sacrifice that because I know she's going to be a better person by being able to provide her with a better education. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that to me, that's the prize I love. My Filipino wife to me is the prize, and to her, I'm the prize. We're both the prize. We're together. We make each other happy. Um, I don't think I'm better. I'm not a control freak. You know what I'm saying? I think you both are the surprise, but that's just me. Anyways, yeah, the money, yeah, the money, yeah, the love for money is strong. Wapa hit a nerve. Warpar hit a nerve. Matthew Beer, I think a Filipino can love you as much as anyone. I can't count how many American women end up taking the damn house, car, half man's pay, 401k pension, and a lot of child support. Yeah, trust me. If I don't know if the Filipino law is like this, and I wish they would change it. I really do. Change it or even enforce it. All right, to where the Filipino woman can file. But see, they're not recognized. Well, if they're recognized, either way, to where she can divorce his ass. All right, get half his pension, get alimony. If there's kids involved, get child support. I would love it. I would love it. Some of these narcissistic control freaks would change their mind, or they just wouldn't get married. You know what I mean? Ah, oh, Wapo. You can't hit a nerve. He just seems stupid. I don't know what's going on in the room here, but come on. Come on. Grow up. Who cares? Grow up. But anyways, that is my thought. I think I got everything out of my head. People are going to think one way. People are going to think another way. It's just the way it is. But I'll tell you right now, guys, you're never going to change some people's mind. Be careful on who you take advice from. You know, just be careful. They're just because they have, you know, 5 million, 5 million, but they get all these viewers watching, and their advice. Now, I'm not saying all their advice is bad, but you got to pick and choose which advice you want to take. All right. A lot of times you will hear the advice from somebody that's giving advice to suit your need. Perfect example. I have 800 US dollars that I receive every month. Can I move to the Philippines? If you hear one vlogger saying you can, doesn't matter if 20 others say you can't. You've heard that one that says you can, and you're going to follow that because that's what suits your needs. So just be careful. That's all. Never put yourself on a pedestal. I don't know if I'm the prize. All I know is no Filipina made me nor can they break me. Anyways, you know what? I talked about this one channel when I started, and there's more people in the room now. You guys check out this channel. James and Karen Adventures. I don't know how old he is. If I were to guess, maybe mid-40s. It's not an older gentleman, an older expat here with a young Filipina. They seem to work together. Now, like I said, I enjoy watching people sharing their lives and how they're living here and how they're establishing themselves here, doing something different than buying, say, a house or a condo in the city and hanging in the city. They're like out in the country. Evidently, I think he's he came from a farming type background. He's very knowledgeable in different things, but he's learning like the things he did in the States. Well, he can't find and do those types of things here. But he's learning to adapt, and he's learning to overcome, and he's learning to deal with the situation. They're building a house. He's raising chickens. Really interesting couple there. But I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but I say check it out. Go check out other channels. People like to go, they love, getting back, but yeah, check them out. I put the link below. People love watching the regurgitating channels. Go back and look at the channels, the consistent channels that always want to give out advice. If they put out 20 videos in a month, 15 of them are all about advice. All right. Go back and look at, scroll through their history of their channel. They're just regurgitating shit that they spewed out of their mouth, right? Months ago, weeks ago, years ago. They're just wording it differently. And if you look at the ones that are always giving out advice, this one gives out advice, and that video takes off. Within a day or two, the other one that wants to give out advice is doing the same thing. And then the other one is doing the same. Like they just regurgitate. It's like they puke in each other's mouth, and then they puke in each other's mouth. Like, that's just me. All right, guys. I am going to wrap this one up. I think Mike Pat's Water Vlogs. He's 42, Brian. Okay, yeah. So you obviously watch. Maybe you do, or maybe you don't. You do because you told me he's 42. I like their channel. It's a refreshing look at a different way of living here in the Philippines. I really do. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up. I think Mike, our Philippines journey, has a live set up at, let me see. I think it is set up for 10:30. Yes. Our Philippines journey. Some of you guys watch him. Some of you don't watch him. He's got a live stream at 10:30. Go check it out. I think a lot of you guys that watch me watch him. Mike covers a lot of different things. He's not going to tell you what to do, what not to do. He breaks things down. He gives his own opinion on different things sometimes. Him and his beautiful wife, Arlene. Nice channel. Might be for you, might not be for you. I got to know Mike up in Angeles City. He's the kind of guy. Mike will sit down with anybody. He don't care if you're broke, poor, sitting in the street. He will sit and he will talk to you. Or if you're filthy rich, Mike don't judge people. Mike has an open mind. But yeah, check out his live stream coming up if you want to or not. It's up to you. And with that being said, that's my thought. That's just my thought, guys. Don't get mad, or you can get mad. I mean, you're a grown adult. I'm a grown adult. You have your own thoughts on who's the prize, who isn't the prize. But with that being said, I'm going to go get me some prized breakfast. I haven't eaten anything yet. So, all right, guys, see ya.